Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
They thought they were just two faces in the crowd until 70,000 eyes and millions more online turned to them. In the middle of a Coldplay concert at Gillette Stadium, a KISSCAM moment spiraled into a PR disaster, exposing not just two concert goers, but what may be one of the most scandalous workplace affairs the tech world has seen in years. Andy Byron, the CEO of Astronomer, a rising AI company valued at over $1.2 billion, and Kristin Cabot, the company's chief people officer, were seen cuddled up near the stage. Byron's arms were wrapped around her chest. Their fingers were interlocked, their bodies comfortably pressed together. A private moment until the jumbotron found them. Coldplay's frontman, Chris Martin, initially thought he'd stumbled on a wholesome display of love.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right,
He said with a smile. But then things got weird. Cabot quickly flung her hands over her face and turned away. Byron ducked out of the camera's view like a kid caught sneaking out past curfew. The crowd laughed awkwardly. Martin, confused, tried to save the moment. What happened next wasn't just a ripple, it was a tsunami. The clip exploded across TikTok, with one video from user Insta pulling in over 1 million likes in under 24 hours. Internet sleuths got to work, and quickly the couple was identified. The man was Andy Byron, the woman was Kristin Cabot, and no, they aren't married, to each other at least. Byron is married to Megan Kerrigan Byron. Cabot, meanwhile, finalized a divorce from her husband, Kenneth Thornby, in 2022. She and Thornby have at least one child together. It wasn't long before the public started piecing together the timeline and the implications. Just a few months ago in November, Byron had praised Cabot's hiring with glowing words. He called her a proven leader, applauded her exceptional leadership, and said her experience would be critical for the company's future. Cabot, in turn, said her conversations with Byron before joining Astronomer had energized her. For most people, it was standard corporate praise. In hindsight, it reads differently. As the footage continued to spread, so did the commentary. One viral Instagram comment summed it up best. Hotel $200, tickets $600, food and drinks $150, divorce attorney $50,000. Getting exposed by Coldplay, having an affair with your coworker, priceless. Another user pointed out that Byron's wife had quietly removed his last name from her Facebook profile before eventually deleting the entire account. Commenters flooded the page before it vanished, some offering sympathy, others criticism, and many simply watching the digital car crash unfold in real time. Observers noticed everything, from body language to hand placement. He literally had his hands on her chest. One TikTok comment noted, "There's no way they weren't having an affair." Others mocked the absurdity of being caught cheating. At a Coldplay concert, if I saw my husband cuddled up with his mistress at the Coldplay concert, I'd be in the psych ward, one viewer wrote. While some debated whether the outrage was justified, most agreed on one thing. If they weren't having an affair, they sure didn't act like two coworkers caught in an innocent moment. It's not just the gossip that's damaging, it's the optics. Cabot, as chief people officer, is literally the head of HR. Her job is to manage ethics, conduct, and workplace behavior. So when the internet saw her on screen embracing the CEO, the jokes practically wrote themselves. She needs a refresher from her own HR handbook, one user quipped. Others questioned the professionalism of the entire company. After all, what message does it send when the CEO and HR chief are caught canoodling in public? Astronomer, the billion-dollar startup, hasn't responded to media inquiries. Employees at the company's New York office declined to speak. Calls to both Byron and Cabot went unanswered. Byron's LinkedIn profile quietly vanished. The silence spoke volumes. All this, of course, hasn't stopped the jokes. Some people are still more concerned about the concert itself. "I'm not sure what's worse, being exposed for cheating or being a Coldplay fan," one person commented. As more details emerged, the questions only deepened. Were they already involved before she was hired? Did their personal relationship influence company decisions? Could this lead to legal issues or even firings? Public opinion has been swift and brutal, but corporate consequences often move more slowly. And yet, in a world where perception is reality, Sometimes the fallout is faster than any official investigation. What's especially haunting about this story is how quickly private lives became public property. It raises unsettling questions about privacy, consent, and digital surveillance. How did they get identified so fast? Was it facial recognition, or just someone in the crowd who recognized them? Either way, it was proof that in 2025, a moment of affection, real or not, can turn into a global scandal within hours. The fact that they both hold such high-ranking positions only magnifies the impact. This isn't a tabloid story about two random people. It's a potential corporate crisis. A company valued at over $1 billion now has its CEO and HR head at the center of a viral controversy. And they're not just employees, they are the culture setters, the decision makers, the face of the company. The stakes couldn't be higher. But maybe the most important question isn't what happens to Astronomer, or even what happens to Byron and Cabot. Maybe it's what this says about all of us, about the world we live in, where a concert cam meant to highlight love can expose lies, where technology can unmask a secret in seconds, where your most human moment becomes someone else's viral content. Because at the end of the day, we all watched it. We laughed, we judged, we commented, and somewhere in Massachusetts, a marriage unraveled, a reputation imploded, and a billion-dollar company felt the burn of something it couldn't control. The internet's attention. They came for Coldplay. They left with scandal. And the couple who thought they could blend in with the crowd, they'll never blend in again.